Kuzampula. Namaste, good morning to all respected online viewers. Long live their majesties, long live our leaders, and long live our friendship. Welcome to this online Ayurveda and Yoga workshops, Embassy of India, Thimpu, ICCR's Nehru Vangshu Culture Center, Yoga teacher, I'm KVSSN Murthy here. My true prayers to the Almighty to see all the best things to their majesties and the whole Bhutan. So before recitation, as usual, some of the important practices in managing of this COVID protocol. So try to avoid crowding, as well as if you are in the crowds, always try to follow safe physical distancing with using double mask and facial shields, and always carry your hand lotions, and please thoroughly wash your hands wherever possible. So when you notice that you are touching something like surfaces, immediately wash your hands. And for any region, do not touch your tongue or don't touch your facial organs, especially don't touch your tongue to count your currency or notes, papers. Then second thing is respiratory hygiene. In this segment, we have three important things called throat gargling and nasal oil application, as well as steam inhalation. So here, throat gargling, acceptable hot water with salt or acceptable hot water with estimadu powder or tripala powder. Just use this two solutions to clean the throat thoroughly in a day 3 to 4 times as per the requirement. And next one is nasal oil applications, plain cow ghee or Anutaila or Shadbintu Taila. These are some of the Ayurvedic practices, Nasa Chikitsa. So one drops inside the nostrils, morning ones, evening ones, or morning ones. So when you know about this kind of nasal oil administration, please use or take some of the good notes from the people who are having this kind of information. So next one is steam inhalations in a day as per the requirement. So just next to the doorstep, you can put this device. So before entering your home, so try to refresh with this steam inhalation, 10 to 15 seconds or 20 seconds enough. But in a day, as per the requirement, you can choose 4 times or 5 times or 6+ times also. But if possible, try to add eucalyptus oil, or you can add like a plain ajwain seed oil, or you can use this steam inhalation plain water also. And please remember, it is not that hot food or anything will kill the virus, but it is the hot air can easily remove the viral cells which will be hidden inside the paranasal and parasinal cavities. So cloves therapy, cloves powder and honey with adding of hot water or milk every day, morning once and evening once, also good for the health, especially for the people who are having this kind of phlegm level disorders. Next thing is, our kitchen is our pharmacy. Please remember to choose good composition in your diets with these below things called tripala, as well as arjuna, ashwagandha and guduchi, and turmeric and garlic, ginger and cloves and cinnamon and cumin, coriander and hing, pepper and ajwain, ilachi. And these are very simple and effective home remedies to create lots of balance inside the body, especially in between these vata, pitta, kapha, or internal wind and internal glue and internal biles. The second one is local shilajit and local cordyceps, also very important. So when you have good knowledge on this, how to use these practices, morning ones and evening ones, you can have it as a tea form, or you can have in your food forms also, but take advice from the people who are having knowledge on this. And kada chai preparation and golden milk preparation, also very simple and very effective health tonics to create immunity. Kada chais are good in the mornings, and golden milk preparations good in the evenings. But when you have any milk allergies, so don't use milk items in your foods. But please remember to add vitamin A, C, D and G, zinc based diets also in your food, which is abundantly available in green leafy vegetables and fruits like mushrooms and milk products. So coming to the recitation, this recitation actually from the Hatha Pradipika, it is saying that some of the hurdles for the people who are having who wants to go to the spiritual progress or for progress in yoga. So for them, this this hymn, this sloka or these lines may be relevant. Called Atyaharaha Prayasasya Prajalbo Niyamagraha Janasangasya Laulyam Cha Shadbir Yoga Vinasyati, means adhering the rules, and as well as overeating and exertion and talkativeness and being with the company of bad people, or being the company of the people who are having no goal and no direction, especially no devotion. And the next one is unsteadiness. These are some of the important causes which destroy our spiritual practices and of course material wealth also. But please remember to be very balanced in affairing as well as in practicing everything. like in this week, as we know that we are seeing some of the important practices for the numbness or paresthesia, and in Sanskrit it is also called as Sutyavatam or Hastapada Daha. It's a kind of numbness because of blood pumping errors or obesity or issues with the arteries in the veins or diabetes and thyroid issues and anemia and nerve disorders and lacking of physical exercises and inactive life and some of the heart problems and old age issues. Next one is it's a peripheral neuropathy, so some of the issues related to nerves. So characteristics are inconvenience, mainly inconvenience, and lacking of the balance when you have this kind of numbness. If you notice these kind of things repeatedly, please try to immediately lower the sugars or cut the sugars from your food, and cut the salts portion also from the food, and try to avoid alcohols and smoking, and try to avoid the spicy diets in your foods. Basically, we have to be very active regarding in our life. And in the Ayurveda also we have very simple and effective drugs called Vata Harini. Somewhat it will cure some of the disorders, wind related disorders inside, and Mahavata Vidvamsani Ras and the Tripala Churn, and as well as Ajwain seed oil, Chandanadi Taila and Narayanadi Taila and Mahamasha Taila, Dhanvantri Taila. These are some of the internal and external applications. So according to the user and according to the application, so it will work very easily. But today's advice from our yoga class is Guduchi or Tinospora cardifolia. It's a kind of hot-leaved moon seed. It's a very simple and effective like a kind of drug as well as food also. It is abundantly available in the tropical regions. It's a creeper. So take that leaves and try to use these leaves every day in your food, or like a powder forms also available through online. Morning 1 capsule, evening 1 capsule, just adding with the hot water or milk. Try to add them in your regular diets. Then second thing is ST Madhu. So it's a kind of Glycyrrhizia glabra, cultivated licorice. It's also available powder form or liquid form as well as capsule form. Morning once and evening one. This is also kind of plant based things. It's basically it's a rhizome. Rhizome means it's a root related plant. So please use this plant or this kind of have also in your regular diet. So next one is Ashwagandha. Ashwagandha also very simple and very important remedy in maintaining immunity or like in destroying many diseases and disorders. So simply we can call it as Withinia somnifera or Indian ginseng or somewhat winter cherry. So it is actually available in the Indian subcontinent. So also it is available through online also. According to your free time, according to the user and the application, as we mentioned that please take some of the good advice from the people who are having knowledge on these related items. So these are very simple and effective remedies. One is Guduchi, second one is ST Madhu, third one is Ashwagandha. So anyone like in these three you can use any one in your daily practices. So along with these practices through yoga also, please every day perform Pavana Mukta Asana Sreni or Sukshma Yoga Vyayam. It's a very simple and effective remedy to create agility or mobility or somewhat flexibility in the body. Tomorrow when we are meeting here at the same place, same topic, we will see still more good applications in Ayurveda as well as in the yoga also. Let's join to the yoga class now. And sun salutation is our regular practices. So according to your physical fitness and convenience, please perform postures. As well as when you have any issues related lower back or mid back or neck or head issues or ear issues or blood pressure issues or heart ailments, try to avoid forward bends in every physical activity as well as in the home also. Okay, coming to sun salutations, we have mantra chanting and sloka also. According to your belief system, you can follow the chanting or you can you can follow only physical exercises. Om Hiranmayena Patrena Satyasyapi Hitam Mukham Tatvam Pushan Apavruno Satya Dharmaya Drustaye. Om Hram Hrim Hrum Hraim Haum Raha Mitra Ravi Surya Bhanu Kagapushna Hiranya Garbhamaricha Aditya Savitra Arka Bhaskaraya Namaha. And stretch your arms forward, lift your arms up. Once completely pull yourself up from there, slightly put a back bend, Hasta Uttanasana to Ardha Chandra or Ardha Chakrasana. Again, keep your body straight. Avoid forward bends when you are not well, or else remaining people can bend the body forward, but very slowly bend the body forward, called standing forward bend, Pada Hasta Asana. And stretch your right leg back, called Aswa Sanchalanasana or horse riding posture. And back leg straight on the toes, and join your forward leg to back leg, called Dandasana or Santulanasana. And press your body completely down towards the floor, called Ashtanga Namaskarasana or Sastanga Namaskarasana. And push your body forward. Lift the body up like a lifted head cobra, called Bhujangasana. Once completely lift the chin and hang your head back. And back leg straight on the toes, and completely push your body inside, called Parvatasana or mountain triangular posture. And right leg is your forward leg, Aswa Sanchalanasana or horse riding posture. And right back leg straight on the toes, and back leg knee up, join your back leg to forward leg, called Pada Hasta Asana. And lift your arms and the body up, called Hasta Uttanasana. Again, once completely pull yourself up and slightly put a back bend, Ardha Chandra or Ardha Chakrasana. Again, keep your body straight. Pranamasana above to the head, called Kailasha Mudra, and very slowly bring them down at your chest, called Anahata Pranamasana. And with inhalation, lift your arms, and very slowly with exhalation, wide your hands and bring them back towards the thighs. And soon after your practices, give a gap in between your legs and lock your hands back and keep your position straight, and few seconds rest for your breath. And alright, so today also we will do some of the easy and important useful postures for everyone. Anyone can catch these practices. Okay, take a long slow inhalation and exhalation. So when you have balancing issues, you can use chair or wall. So coming to tree posture, so fold your right leg at the left thigh corner. Then after that, open your one hand and check the balance, and remaining arm again check the balance. Right, one arm exactly up to the 90-degree angle. Again, few seconds be in the balance. Then very slowly, cautiously lift your second arm up. Right, here keep your Pranamasana without interlock the fingers as a first priority. Or when you have issues, or when you want still pull the body up, just interlock the fingers and completely twist your arms up. Just add your hands with a locked arm variation called Tada Vrikshasana. A few seconds stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then very slowly turn your hands. Then very slowly wide your hands, and slowly keep your one arm at the shoulder level, and second arm bring them down at the shoulder level. Then very slowly keep your arms down and relax from the posture. Soon after that, just move your legs, fold and releases to make blood flow properly. Then few seconds rest your hands back and close your eyes and take a long slow inhalations and exhalations. Alright, keep your position straight, alternate leg. So here also fold your second leg on the first leg thigh, right leg thigh should catch your left leg heel. Then keep your position straight. Then open your one arm at the shoulder level, check the balance. And slowly up your second arm, also check the balance. Lift your both the arms up. So here keep a Pranamasana above to the head, or when you want more pull or more stretch, just interlock your fingers and completely stretch your arms up. Once completely pull the body and stay here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and turn your palms inside. Then very slowly wide your one arm. Then slowly bring them down at your thigh, and second arm also down. And right, slowly keep your hands down. One long, deep and slow inhalation and exhalation. Soon after that, again, just fold your legs to relax well, and lock your hands back, and few seconds break. Long, deep inhalation and exhalation. So in this standing posture variation, we have last posture called Vayu Pada Asana. So here keep your right leg forward, then lift your right leg up and catch your thigh with your two hands. So try to lift your thigh as up as possible. Then after that, open your leg forward and few seconds, touch your knee, keep your leg straight and turn your toes inside towards your face and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and relaxations enough. Very slowly keep your hand down and leg down again. Relax your body and legs. Long and slow and deep inhalation and exhalation. Alright, change your leg. So here left leg is your forward leg now and take care of the balance. If you have balancing issues, you can use chair or wall or even stick support also. So forward leg is your left leg here, lift your left leg and soon after that catch your thigh and few seconds be at the balance. Then after that very slowly lift your thigh up and open your legs, stretch straight and stay as a posture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and fold your leg and very slowly bring them back to normal and few seconds break and relaxation and long, slow and deep inhalations and exhalations. Alright, and now here sit on the knees and soon after that properly sit in the diamond shaped posture or Vajrasana. So when you have knee issues or any issues with the ankle neck, so better to perform this kind of postures with ankle caps and knee caps or avoid the practices. So take a long pause, inhalations and exhalations. Alright, and now stand on the knees, then try to stretch your right leg as a forward leg. So here come to the horse riding style, Asva Sanchalanasana. Then here also we have two variations. Keep your right arm down on the floor, on the fingers or on the fist or on the palm. Be very convenient and very confident while doing the postures. So completely push your body forward, lift your alternate arm up, then towards your below arm side completely rotate and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 relaxations. Enough, come back. Then slowly keep your left hand down for the same exercise. Keep your arm down on the floor. Alright, alternate arm is your right arm. Here also once completely turn the body and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and relaxations. Enough. Very slowly come out from the practices. Then slowly push your body back and few seconds sit in the Vajrasana to relax. Again, take a long inhalations and exhalations. And coming to opposite side, same thing here. Keep your left leg as a forward leg. Then push your body completely forward. Then here also keep your left hand on the floor, on the palm or on the fingers or on the fist. Alternate arm up, completely rotate the body and stay now. So throughout the practice, keep turn the body and observe the strain around your pelvic region and the leg stretching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and then very slowly come out from the practices, relaxations. Right, after that keep your right arm on the floor, on the palm or on the fist or on the fingers. Alternate arm completely up, rotate the body and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Very slowly come out from the practices, relaxation. Then slowly push your body back and fold your two legs and few seconds sit on the legs called Vajrasana. And long, slow and deep inhalation and exhalations. Alright, coming to last two postures. And few seconds stay now. So Parivritta Janu Sirasana we are doing in our next segment. So here turn your shoulders back. Once relax your spine called Sukha Dandasana or resting posture. And slowly come back to position or Samasthiti. And open your right leg to the extreme right side and fold your left leg inside towards your perineal region. So just readjust your two legs to keep your legs in a proper direction. Open your right arm to the right toes and left arm up. Then towards your right side give a maximum bend and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then very slowly come back. Keep your arm up and very slowly wide your hand and rest your hand. Alright, then soon after that, fold your two legs for simple butterfly movement to give more relaxation at your pelvic structure and at your knee structures. And here also keep your chest alert and few seconds move the knees ins and outs. And 2, 1, and alright, 0, come straight. Again, open your two legs forward and open your left leg towards your far left side. Then fold your right leg inside. So readjust your both the legs. Then open your left hand to the left toes and completely stretch your hand. Alternate arm up and just go for your extremely side bend and stay here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and very slowly release from the strain and rest your hand. Then very slowly move them back and get back to normal and fold your left leg and join your two legs called butterfly movement. Just movement of the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 relaxations. Enough. Come back. Take a long, slow inhalation and exhalation. And so before adding our pranayamas for our practices, so try to choose any convenient, comfortable posture, like to sit properly on any convenient surface, and keep a long, deep inhalation and exhalation. And before adding pranayam, we have mantra chanting sloka also. According to your belief system, you can follow, or you can follow only physical exercises. ॐ केशवाय स्वाहा, ॐ माधवाय स्वाहा, ॐ नारायणाय स्वाहा, ॐ अद्य समाधि तत्फलसिद्ध्यर्थम् आसनपूर्वकान् प्राणायामादीन् करिष्ये. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. So in other words, it is saying that yoga practices, purpose of the yoga practices, not only maintaining the physical health or longevity or anti-aging or metabolic activity or immunity. We have a definite goal called spiritual upliftment. To reach that level of spiritual upliftment, one should be aware of the physical health and mental health and social health. Through yoga, it is quite possible. Okay, now coming to the practices, Kapalabhati, it is a frontal brain cleaning technique. Also, Kapalabhati itself, in the contextual ways, we can sing as a it is a impurities destroyer inside the skull and face. So that once impurities will be totally eradicated, then only the original complexion or glowness will come to the facial structure. So that it's called as a Kapalabhati. And it is saying that Bastrava Loha Karasya Racha Purav Sasam Brahmau Kapala Bhatir Vikyata Kapadosha Visoshini. All phlegm related errors, disorders will be totally nullified because of this Kapala Bhati practices. And next one is Bastrika Pranaya and Vata Pitta Slashmaharam Sariragni Vivardhanam Kundali Bodhakam Kshipram Pavanam Sukadam Hitam Brahma Nadi Mukhe Samasta Kapadyar Gala Nasanam. So basically it is internal errors related to wind, related to glue, related to biles will be totally calmed down through this simple Bastrika Pranayam. Also it is an activator of metabolic activities as well as immunity also. And this is a very good practices, especially for the people for the people who wants to do meditation. Before meditation you can choose Kapalabhati or Bastrika, or you can combine these two also. But coming to practices here, we are doing only 30 strokes in 3 spells, like 10 strokes in 1 spell. Keep your position straight. Or for more awareness, just use your chin mudra. Keep your both the palms down on the knees. So take a long, deep, slow inhalation and exhalation. And we are doing Kapalabhati, sharp exhalation, slow inhalation. Then starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, yes, a long, slow, deep inhalation, exhalation. And second spell starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, one inhalation and exhalation. And coming to last spell, last 10 strokes, starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just again deep inhalation and exhalation. Right. When you have any facial disorders, especially ear issues or any other issues, don't go for fast strokes or deep strokes in Kapalabhati or Bhastrika. Better to take advice from the physician as well as yoga teacher. So coming to Bhastrika Pranayam, here also keep your position straight, be at any convenient position. And Bhastrika is a sharp inhalation, slow exhalation, then starting our exercise. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just long, deep, slow inhalation and exhalation. And coming to second spell, Bhastrika, starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, deep, long inhalation and exhalation. And coming to last spell, Bhastrika. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Last counts 10. Again, just long, slow and deep inhalations and exhalations. So after finishing your practices in pranayam, you can choose dharana exercises if you know well, or please choose concentration practices from the Trataka Abhyas, or when you know about the meditation or dhyana, directly choose some practices. But once you will successfully finish your total yoga practices, take some more time to give relaxation to body and the mind through yoga nidra or through power nap. So once you will totally able to finish your total yoga workout, along with this relaxation techniques, it is advised to give 15 minutes time to half an hour time to take bath, and further 10 minutes time to take breakfast. But these times totally depend on the people to people, how they are practicing and strength level and the intensity in their practices. And in the afternoon, before your lunch hour, try to see all the possibilities how to take a power nap or how to do yoga nidra. You can perform this kind of techniques while sitting on the chair also. Very simple and effective remedies to regenerate yourself, to create more focus, and also physically it will create good strength and health to the heart, liver, kidneys and the brain. These 4 vital organs will get benefit. In the evening, once you will finish your own affairs and your activities, before your dinner time, try to see all possibilities again to do yoga practices, half an hour yoga practices, including back bending exercises and inverted postures, as well as pranayam, breathing in, breath outs also. And tomorrow when we are meeting here at the same place with the same topic, we will see still more good applications in Ayurveda for the same numbness or paresthesia, as well as in the yoga also good leg stretches and remaining yoga postures. Thanking you all to giving me this wonderful opportunity. Stay away from the bad habits and do yoga also. Thanking you all.